Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Blood on the Razor Wire TV, where we bring it to you real and we bring it to you raw. A couple weeks ago, I put a story up on TikTok, put a short on our YouTube videos about the rapper Lil Baby's real father. A lot of people had weighed in, a lot of people commented. So today, I'm bringing that guy on the show. He's calling in from prison. He was originally sentenced to a life sentence, over 20 years ago. So I'll let him introduce himself. Tell the people who you are and tell them where you're from.
My name is Rodney Love. I'm from Nashville, Tennessee, East Nashville. And I was raised in the James Casey Project. And I've been on the streets on my own since I was 13 years old. And I've been in and out of jail since I was a juvenile.
Rodney, let me ask you this. You were how much time were you sentenced to?
I was sentenced to life plus 55 years, 2004, January of 2004, but I was arrested 2002.
So you've been in prison since 2002.
Yeah, 2002.
Made some bad choices, ended up in prison with a life sentence, right?
Right.
So, listen, I had put that video up about the rapper Lil Baby, and, a lot of people weighed in and said, hey, you're not his father, that his father died. Tell the people, first, what's rapper Lil Baby's real mother's name? Do you know?
His real mother's name is LaShawn Johnson. I used to call her Sean, but she used to get mad about that, so I quit calling her that.
Okay. Where did you meet her? Tell the people where you met the rapper Lil Baby's mother at.
I met her in
What's college from a federal prison?
Delaware Villa Apartments. She was staying at 315 N Building. And I used to shoot dice in front of her house, catch sales in front of her house. And one day I helped her take her groceries in the house, and we ended up becoming friends.
And did you guys end up having a relationship, you and her?
Yeah, we had a relationship. I seen the struggle she went through with her father, her baby father in Memphis, and my mama went through the same thing with my daddy. So we accumulated a bond, and I told her I wanted to have a family, I wanted kids of my own, and I asked her to give me a child, and we ended up being girlfriends, boyfriend. Wasn't no fling or nothing. We was actually trying to be a family, but she left from Memphis just with a tank of gas and came all the way to Delaware Villa, man, with just her baby daughter. She left her oldest daughter because she was scared of waking up her baby father because he knew he would beat on her and make her stay. So she just went with just a tank of gas. And when I seen her, she was living out of her car. She was watching her baby daughter in the bucket of water, like washing her up and stuff.
Yeah.
But she had her clothes on, but she was just living out of her car. So my auntie ended up getting her apartment there. Her name is Kim Jackson. She was the lifeguard there. And I used to be like going down there and taking her daughter down there to the swimming pool and stuff. She used to ride on my shoulders. LaShonda didn't like her riding on my shoulders, so she spanked her one day. I remember it vividly. And she was mad. And I said, man, no, she could ride on my shoulder because she liked to ride on my shoulders, her little daughter.
Yeah.
And what happened was I ended up, so a situation came up where somebody said I was messing with the girl next door. And she found out about it and took her key back from me and put me out. So one day I came in, I was trying to apologize or whatever, and I gave her a rose, and she told me roses for funerals and stuff like that. And if you want to give me a rose, give me a yellow one. So that was her favorite color, yellow. So she took the rose and threw it in the trash. It hurted me because I was like trying to be like, so affectionate. But I wasn't nothing but 18 years old. I was a kid, you know what I'm saying? And I was just doing stupid stuff, and she wasn't with that. So she left and went all the way to Atlanta with her sister. Her sister had an apartment in Atlanta, and she was working at the post office there on Dixon Road. And she had her job transferred down there to that post office. She was in the military too. So she always had this picture of her in the living room by the wall. And me and her daughter used to watch Nickelodeon all the time, and she used to come in there and be like, "Hey, you trying to steal my man?" And you know, funny stuff like that. And you know, when little baby say stuff like when you come in the house, LaShawn gonna say, "Baby, where my hug at?" And you know, when baby say on that song, "Baby, we don't do that," that he got that from LaShawn. She always gonna tell you that when you come in the house, she gonna say, "Baby, where my hug at?" Cause my name is Babyface too.
Let me ask you this, because you know people talked about this other guy that they said was rapper Lil Baby's father and all that. Who is that guy?
I want to say that he's just like you know how everybody got their big homies in the hood or whatever, and everybody know this dude and they cool with him, and that probably was his name. His name was Daddy. Cause I was listening to one of the songs, and he was like saying something like Miss Daddy on one of the songs. So I was thinking that he was like mad because something happened to Miss Daddy, and he was like he ain't have no love for her. So I thought it was probably somebody, his girlfriend or something, and something happened to him or something, or either it probably was his stepdaddy who raised him from when he was a baby. You know what I'm saying? Because I was 18 and she left in '94. You know what I'm saying?
And you ended up with a you ended up with a life sentence shortly after, right?
No, I ain't up a life sentence in '01, but at the time when I was with her, I ended up going to jail in '94 for a drug charge. And she used to always tell me about riding around when 1994 when the crime bill hit to you better stop selling crack, you better stop selling weed because they're gonna end up hiding. And she was right about that, man. I just kept falling short in the streets, man. I've been on the streets since I was 13, man. My mom and them separated and they was fighting and arguing. So I gravitated towards with her because she was going through the same thing with her. And that's how we clicked.
Yeah.
Because I can understand it.
Let me ask you this.
My mama.
You know, we only got a 10-minute phone call to do this interview because the Bureau of Prisons only leaves you on the phone for 10 minutes right now. But do you regret not being in your son's life?
Huh?
Do you regret not being in your son's life and Lil Baby's life?
Yeah, man, but it really wasn't my fault because she chose his destiny and where to go at, you know what I'm saying? And I was in and out of jail. And she was like, man, I gotta raise him somewhere where she thinking that she can raise him at. But he was really conceived in Nashville in Delaware Apartments. But when her sister told her, man, you come down here, you know what I'm saying? Because she was staying in Memphis first with the daughter's daddy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they was always bumping heads. She had to go, you know what I mean?
Yep. Hey,
and that's how I met her.
Right now, I want people to know you ended up getting clemency from Obama, but he didn't let you out. He reduced your sentence from life to what?
322 months, which is 26 years and 10 days. 10 months.
And you have we wrote your motion when we were in Lexington. I wrote your motion for you that's pending, right?
Yeah. I'm in
This call is from a federal prison.
I'm in Judge Crenshaw's, the chief judge's courtroom, and I think they got to stay on it because of this Jarvis case is trying to go to the Supreme Court, and I really need the Supreme Court to pick this case up so I can get out of here, man, because I need to be with my grandbabies, man. I got two by my other son, DeMonte Love, and I got two by Dominique Armani Jones, and that's Loyal and Jason. So I've been trying to get in contact with him. I've been writing quality control. They've been sending my letters back. I've been trying to get people to see if they know.
So listen, the phone's gonna hang up on us, man. What message do you got for your son, man? For Lil Baby.
Huh?
What message do you got? What message do you got for Lil Baby?
I just want to tell you, man. It's two stories to everything. I never left you, and I never tried to leave you. I always wanted to do for you and help you and be in your life, but your stepfather from Memphis, your daughter, your sister and them daddy, he was always in my mix, man. And I had went to jail and I tried to call your mama and he answered the phone. He told me that
So that's it. That's the rapper Lil Baby's real father, right? His name's Rodney Love. He ended up with a life sentence. Obama ended up commuting his sentence, knocked the life down to 26 years. And, you know, he's sitting in prison, and I was in a cell across from Rodney. And I could say, man, dude was a good dude. Real good dude. Deserves to get out. He lost his mother. He lost his father while he was in prison. You know, he had wrote back and forth to his kids, always sent pictures. He took all kinds of parenting classes in prison. And he tried to be a father from prison, but it's not easy. You know, and some people think you can be a parent from prison. It's a tough call, man. Because I think a father should be present in his son's life. And a father should be present in a daughter's life. Because I believe every little girl's first hero in life is her father. And I know this man regrets not being there. I know that he gave his life up by being in the streets. And sometimes when I ask you, you know, what do you think you're worth? Look in the mirror and tell yourself what you're worth. And that's the message, man. You're worth so much more than sitting in a prison cell. It's time to be a real father, a real leader, a real man. It's time to be someone that your son can look up to. It's time to be that person, man. You know, sometimes we make bad choices. But our past doesn't have to define our future. And I'm a firm believer in that. Today could be your day. Don't be like Rodney Love, where you're sitting in prison wishing that you could be a father. And this isn't the type of dude that just wants to be a dad because his son's a famous rapper or anything like that. I can tell you that from personal experiences, man. Because I lived in a cell across from him for years. I know how he feels. I know how he felt about his other kids. His other son plays basketball, phenomenal basketball player. He was always there trying to support his son from prison. But it's extremely difficult to be a father from prison. Let today be the day that you be a father from home, man. Blood on the Razor Wire TV. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and share the video. Until tomorrow,